Hello, good evening sa ating lahat, no? Pasensya na po kayo sa boses ko for tonight, ha. Medyo medyo paos tayo ng konti ngayon, eh. Medyo um, may ano lang, may konting karamdaman but ayos pa lang tayo, no? No worries, no? So, I don't know po diyan sa inyo, pero dito po sa amin medyo maulan, no? Maulan na gabi. Dito sa Cordova, no, kung saan ako po nakatira. So, okay. So, ngayon may bagong series po tayo, Who is an Entrepreneur? Kasi katatapos lang po natin nung pinag-usapan natin na Why be an Entrepreneur? So, ito ngayon sa episode 20, ang pag-uusapan po natin is Who is an Entrepreneur? Kung sino ba to ang entrepreneur? So, ang layunin natin sa segment na to ay kilalanin natin ang mga karakteristik ng isang negosyante, no, isang entrepreneur na medyo mahaba-haba rin naman ang series na to. But I'm so excited na i-tackle to because may mga magagandang mga traits na na makukuha natin na mga aral. But at the same time also, I believe this is not something new. Ito ay pabalik-balik na po. But nevertheless, ayun, no? Iba pa rin yun kasi pag nare-refresh tayo from time to time. So, ngayon, yan po yung pag-uusapan natin tonight. At the same time, sa katapusan po ng segment na to ay may konti po tayong farapol, no? Konti lang naman, no? Para pangkatuwaan ba, no? Pero malay mo balang araw magiging isang cellphone yan, no? Hindi natin alam, no? Baka may mga sponsor diyan, no? But anyway, yun ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, who is an entrepreneur. Now, in a simpler term, ikaw at ako po yan, no? Ikaw at ako po yan. Ako po, naniniwala po ako na for the longest time na nakasubaybay ka po dito sa programa na 'to, isa lang po ang ipinahiwatig po niyan. Nasa puso mo po ang desire na magiging isang entrepreneur. Siguro ang nagiging challenge pa lang siguro is paano mag-umpisa at kailan ka mag-uumpisa. Pero ito lang po yung gusto kong ipaabot sa ating lahat. Everything begins with a decision away. Diyan po lahat nag-uumpisa yan. Until the time na ikaw ay mag-decide, ang journey mo sa pagiging isang negosyante ay hindi po siya mangyayari. It will never happen. No, it will never happen. So, on your side of the story, kailangan mo siyang i-decide. No? Kailangan mo siyang i-decide. I'm not asking you to resign. That's not the point. No? Resigning from a job is not the point. But doing things ng isang negosyante is something that you need to decide talaga. It will not happen automatically. So, doon sa mga parati nang nakikinig dito, nagsubaybay sa programa natin, ako ay personally believe na meron po kayong desire na magnegosyo. You already have that desire. Pero, as to the question of, are you starting the journey? Ayun, ikaw lang po ang nakakaalam dyan. Now, let's take a look at some few characteristics along the way sa etong bagong segment natin na Who is an Entrepreneur para more or less ma-identify natin ang sarili natin kung meron ba tayo niyan or wala. Okay? But it doesn't necessarily mean na kung wala po tayo niyan ay hindi po natin ma-acquire. Kasi lahat naman ng mga characteristics sa pagiging isang entrepreneur ay hindi po yan genetic. Lahat po yan ay learned. No? So, ibig sabihin, matutunan po natin lahat yan. But of course, it will begin from yourself. Okay? Dito sa usaping pagiging entrepreneur, naka-framework po itong discussion natin sa etong simple word na to na entrep, no? Entrep. Yan. Entrep. So, ito po yung acronym sa 5 characteristics na gusto kong i-describe ang pagiging isang entrepreneur. Okay? So, yan. sa acronym na to na ENTREP, no, from the word entrepreneur, ENTREP, ang framework ng magiging discussion natin on the coming days ay actually naka-embody po sa eto, no, 5 characteristic of an entrepreneur. Ito po yung pag-uusapan natin. 5 characteristic of an entrepreneur. Okay. So, sa ngayon, siguro we will be able to tackle 1 or 2. Then the rest is on the next segment na. Okay? So, ang 5 characteristic na yan ay kinuha ko po dito sa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No? 2, 4, 5. No? Diyan ko po para magkaka-idea po tayo. Okay. So, let's go na po. Ayan. Ang 5 characteristic ay ito po, no? Engross with the why. Ayan. Entry pala. Sorry. Entry. Hindi pala entrep. Sorry. Entry. Na engross with the why. Ito po yung 5 characteristic. Na, ayan. 5 characteristic of an entrepreneur. At ano po to? Ito po yun. Engross with the why. Number 2, never gives up. Number 3, thinks of solution. Number 4, responsible and independent. Number 5, eager to learn, relearn, and unlearn. Ayan. Na kung makikita nyo po, itong 5 na to ay halos nadaanan na natin po lahat yan. Now, along the way, doon sa mga discussions natin, ito na po ay natatakol na po natin. In fact, very common, no? Knowing your why. Very common, never give up. No? Think of solution, proactive. Sorry. So in short, na pag-usapan na natin. But tonight, we're going to dig it much deeper. Okay? Now, let's go with the number 1. Ang entrepreneur po ay engross po to sa why. Sabi nila, itong why, ito po yung inner fuel na nasa loob ng bawat isang entrepreneur kung bakit niya ginagawa ang mga bagay-bagay kahit gaano po ito kahirap. Siguro, bawat isa sa atin ay makanya-kanya pong, sabihin na lang natin, may kanya-kanya pong greatest why. No? But at the end of the day, yung why na po na yan, ito lang po, no, guys, no? Kung ang why, yung deepest why mo, is motivated by money, I mean, you won't last longer. Yung why dapat, it has to be motivated far better and greater than money. Ibig sabihin, mas matindi pa po sa pera. Okay. Now, ano lang po tayo? Konting drill. Konting drill lang po tayo. Ano ba ang why mo? Pwedeng pa-share? Ikaw, ano ba yung why mo? Di ba, nagninegosyo ka ngayon? Now, if matanong kita, ano ba yung why mo? Ano yung greatest why mo? Ano yung reason kung bakit ka nagnegosyo? There must have been a reason. Kasi nakakapagod itong magnegosyo kung wala lang namang rason. So, ano po yun? Ano po yung greatest why mo? Sige daw, pa-share tayo mga friends. Mga suki, no? Pa-share, mga suki. Ano yung greatest why? Kasi gusto ko pong pag-usapan yung actual na mga why ninyo eh. Ano po yung reason? Ayan, kay Josephat, income. Maliban pa dyan, ano pa po yung ibang why? Kay Frank is family. Kasi gusto kong i-explain to eh. Kasi minsan, nagkakamali po yung motibo natin dito eh. Kang Junisha, why I still have no home on our own? Yan. A home for, a dream home. Okay. Yung kay Ma'am Junisha. Okay. Yung iba ho, what's your why? Ayan. Ganda ng statement ni Maminda, no? Leave a legacy. Alam mo ako, nung bata-bata pa po ako na nagnegosyo, hindi ko masyadong naisip yan, to be honest, no? Hindi ko masyadong naisip. Pero itong I am approaching on my 5th decade of my life, you know what? I begin to think about legacy. So, para bang para bang nag-iba yung perspective ko sa buhay, no? Yan, to have my savings in the future and can own a home, education for my children, yan. Yun yung mga why. A good future for my family. Importante po na pag-usapan natin itong why because akala kasi natin na ang pagkakaroon ng pera ayun ang pinakamatinding why. Ang greatest na why po ay wala po siyang katumbas na pera. Alam mo bakit importanteng ma-establish yan na hindi lang pera? Because kung ang greatest why mo is pera, na ito ay paliwanag ko. Sorry na ubo-ubo ako from time to time. Ito ay paliwanag ko. If ang greatest why mo is pera, I'll give you an example. No? And tell me if you can relate to this one. If the reason kung bakit ka nagnegosyo is pera, the moment na may pinasukan ka na isang opportunity, siyempre, let's say for example, nag-join ka ng isang opportunity. Nung nag-join ka sa opportunity na yan, okay? Nung nag-join ka sa opportunity na yan, tapos hindi ka kumita agad, ang pinaka-initial response ay maghanap ng ibang opportunity. Yun po yung pinaka-immediate response. That is the reason why marami po sa mga nag-umpisa ng negosyo, nag-start sila, let's say for example gawin kong example si Maminda, okay? Let's say for example si Maminda doon sa Maminda, if I'm sorry ano nga ba yung network marketing company mo, Maminda? Na if you may share kasi nakalimutan ko yung pangalan no? Ano nga yung network marketing company mo, Mamins, no? Kasi importante to ano ko lang, i-example ko lang. Okay. Let's say for example, yung network marketing company ni Maminda. Tapos may na-invite siya na mag-join sa kanya. Okay. So, share niya sa friends niya. Ayan, nag-explain siya sa business. Tapos nag-join. Okay. Now, ang motibo doon sa na-invite niya, na-recruit niya, ang why niya ay kumita ng malaking pera. Okay. Nag-join ako dito sa kumpanya na to kasi gusto kong magkaroon ng malaking pera. Okay. Kumita ng malaki. Okay. Now, I'm not setting aside the reality na gusto kang kumita. Okay. Hindi I'm not setting that scenario kasi lahat naman tayo ay gusto talagang kumita. Pero we're talking about the why kasi ngayon pinag-usapan natin yung why. So ngayon, nag-join siya, excited siya, first day. No, first time na nag-network siya, excited siya kasi gusto niyang makita, narinig niya ang seminar at na-motivate siya kasi milyon-milyon ang kinita. Na pumasok sa isipan niya na pag gagawin ko negosyo to kasi milyon-milyon ang kitaan. Pero nung ginawa na niya ang negosyo, okay? Nung ginawa na po niya ang negosyo, nag-invite siya, nag-recruit siya, nagbenta siya, sadya bang wala siyang ma-invite, wala siyang ma-recruit, wala siyang ma-pay-in, wala rin siyang mabentahan. So, nakikita niya every single day ay sobrang hirap pala. Sobrang hirap. Na para bang sinasadya ng pagkakataon na hindi siya makapag-recruit, hindi siya makapagbenta. So ano ang nagiging resulta? Itong tao na to ay magsimula yan siya na maghanap ng mga ibang opportunity. Okay? So mag-umpisa yan, maghahanap yan ng mga ibang opportunity. Ay, iwan ko na tong opportunity na to kasi ang tagal kong kumita dito Dito na po ako. Lumipat na ako sa ibang networking company kasi kumita ako dito. Nag-real estate na ako. Ay, huminto na ako sa real estate kasi ang tagal para maka-income pala sa real estate. Kaya lumipat na ako sa insurance kasi sa insurance, 1 month after, may commission na po ako. May mga ganong situation. Okay. Now, the reason why ganun po ang responses, it's because ang greatest why nila ay yung pera. Okay? Nakuha niyo po ba? Ang greatest why nila is yung pera. Dahil hindi nila nakuha agad-agad doon sa negosyo na meron sila, ang response nila ay lumipat agad ng ibang negosyo kung saan nila makuha ang inaasam-asam nila na milyones. I'm sorry. Di ba? Kasi, kung ang greatest why mo is pera, whatever business you have right now, later on, ma-realize mo na hindi pala siya ganun kadali kumita ng malaking pera. Kung ikaw ay nasa insurance, ma-realize mo na hindi rin pala ganun kadali kumita ng malaking pera. Kung ikaw ay nasa real estate, ma-realize mo na hindi rin pala ganun kabilis kumita ng malaking pera. Kung nag-networking ka man, makikita mo rin na hindi rin naman ganun kadali kumita ng malaking pera sa mga network marketing businesses. Yes, totoo yun. May naririnig tayo, may kumita, milyon, ganito, ganyan. Totoo yun. Pero, hindi nangyari agad yon. So ngayon, doon sa pagpasok mo, kung ang greatest why mo is pera, you will quit sooner than later. You will quit sooner than later. I have tried it many times already. I have seen a lot already. I have seen people come and go because they are only after for the big bucks, for the big money. Kasi narinig nila eh. Narinig nila, wala namang masama doon. No? Totoo naman lahat yon. But the point of the matter is that everything doesn't happen overnight. So kung hindi siya na-happen overnight, ibig sabihin there is a process kung bakit siya nakarating po doon. Sorry. Sabi ni Maminda, many are called but few are chosen. Totoo yun. Many are called but few are chosen. Yes, sir. Need to be patient and motivation and dedication. Okay. That's exactly the reason why na ang always sinabi ko, find your why greater than any material thing. No? Find your why greater than money itself. Because kung pera lang ang pag-uusapan, kung gusto niyong madali, magbenta kayo ng candy. Magbenta kayo ng cotton candy, popcorn, yun mabilis. Magbenta kayo ng balot, yun mabilis. Isang araw, makabenta ka na. Kung yun ang habol mo. Kung yun ang direction mo. Ang true na businessman, engrossed po yan siya sa totoong rason kung bakit siya nagninegosyo. Yun ang pag-uusapan natin. Yung totoong rason kung bakit ka nagnegosyo. Okay? You need to establish your purpose. Kailangan mo pong ma-establish po yan. Entrepreneurs do have a full attention to the achievement of their purpose. Money is never a purpose. Money is just the reward of achieving your purpose. Ulitin ko ha, para clear tayo dyan. Money was never given to you as a purpose, but rather, natanggap mo ang pera because you have achieved your purpose. Look at a job. Okay. When you apply for a job, nag-send ka ng mga resume sa mga kumpanya, nag-interview ka, hindi naman lahat ng pinadalhan mo ng resume ay in-interview ka. So, may nag-interview, may hindi ka rin in-interview. Along the way, doon sa mga na-interview ka, may nag-hire sa'yo. Na-achieve mo yung purpose mo na makapagtrabaho po dyan. Dahil na-achieve mo ang purpose mo na nakapagtrabaho ka dyan, pagdating ng 15, susweldo ka. Ganon din po sa business. We are paid because we achieve our purpose. We achieve our reason. So doon po tayo nakatutok doon sa purpose. Kung ano yung purpose natin. Okay? Now, purpose can be defined by our moral code and character. Dalawa lang po ang pagbabasihan ng purpose. Ayan ang moral values mo at ang character na na-develop mo through time. One important ingredient in the journey towards becoming an entrepreneur is the character na ma-develop po sa inyo. May espesyal ang mga negosyante, mga friends. We have different sets of attitude and culture and moral values in here. Okay? Dito po, with the right kind of moral values and the right kind of attitude and character, you will be able to define kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mong maging. Yun po yun ang statement eh. Kung ano ka gustong maging. Kasi kung it's all about money, yung mga malalaki na pong mga negosyante, nandyan na po ang pera nila eh. Na-achieve na po nila ang mga milyon-milyon na mga inaasam-asam nila. Pero bakit kaya patuloy pa silang nag-i-explore ng mga ibang negosyo? Ano kaya yung greatest reasons nila kung bakit patuloy silang nag-explore ng mga negosyo? Sorry. Di ba? The next thing we know, itong tao na to, nagbukas ng bagong negosyo. Tingnan mo, ito si Henry C. Sino bang mag-akala na mula doon sa sapatos na negosyo, ay aabot siya, gagawa siya ng mall? Pero hindi siya nakontento. Gumawa pa siya ng mga napakarami pang negosyo. Nagbangko siya, nag-BDO. Hindi siya nakontento sa BDO. Binili pa niya yung network bank. Or ano yan eh? Rural bank eh. Na ngayon, 1 BDO ba yun? Hindi rin siya nakontento, binili niya ang China. Hindi siya nakontento, nag-put up siya ng real estate company, SMDC. At patuloy po siyang nag-i-expand on other various businesses. Sorry. Si Manny Villar, kilala lang natin siya sa Camellia Homes, pero hindi natin inakala na ang mga Villar pala ay nagtatayo na ng mga hospital sa Luzon area. Nagtayo ng marami pang mga coffee shops. Nagtayo sila ng mga mall, yung all home na mall, Star Malls. Anong reason nila doon? Anong reason kaya nila doon? Was it about the money nakikitain nila? Natingnan mo. Ito lang ha, napakalaki-laki ng negosyo ng Camellia. Bakit pa siya mag-aksaya ng panahon na magtayo ng isang negosyo na tinatawag niya na coffee project? Mga coffee shop ba? Mga coffee shop. Bakit kaya? Sa sobrang laki ng negosyo niya, bakit nag-isip pa si Manny Villar na gumawa ng coffee shops? Sa tingin mo, mas malaki ang kita niya dyan sa coffee shop niya compared doon sa kinikita niya sa Camellia Homes? No, I don't think so. So there has to be something kung bakit po niya ginagawa po yun. Okay? Entrepreneurs always remember this because entrepreneurs are driven by their mission and fueled by their passion. Yan ang reason po. Yan ang reason. Because entrepreneurs, yung greatest why niya, are driven by their mission and fueled by their passion. Lahat ng mga ginagawa niya ang isang negosyante para sa kanya ay misyon na po sa kanya 'to para makatulong sa ibang tao. For all you know, gumawa ng si Manny Villar para makapagbigay ng employment. It's all about the mission. And the reason why he do it, because ang passion niya is makatulong sa tao. Kaya nga sinabi ko dyan entrepreneurs are driven by their mission and fueled by their passions. Ikaw, bakit ka ba nagre-recruit? Bakit gumawa ka ng team? Para may override ka? Or para may pairing bonus ka? Or para gusto mong makita itong tao na to na balang araw ay nabago na ang buhay nila? Oh, 'di ba? You need to find the why much deeper than money itself. Hindi po siya pwedeng superficial lang para makatulong din. When I started the 818, no? When I started the 818, this may sound corny, no? This may sound corny. But when we started the 818, you will never hear from me or either from Juliet that we were talking about money. The only thing na parating yung marinig sa amin, is all about kayo. Kung ano na ang mga nabago sa mga buhay-buhay ninyo. It's all about helping people. And there was even a time that we were tempted to close down the business. Because sabi namin, nagpakapagod tayo dito. Nagpakapagod tayo dito, June, nagpakapagod daw kami. Kasi pwede naman kaming mabuhay na simple. Na substantial din po ang kinita. Kasi nung dati nag-umpisa kami sa real estate, kami lang dalawa, nagbebenta kami, may komisyon naman kami pinaghahatian. Pero hindi There was already an inner reason beyond money itself. And the reason why we keep improving things inside the corporation, inside the company, because we desire to give a much better life to everyone. Pangarap namin na magkabahay ang lahat ng mga miyembro ng DPPI. At ngayon, unti-unti nang natupad. By the way, congratulations nga pala, nandito si Jolene, no? Si Jolene, sa araw na to, nag-house inspection na siya doon sa bahay niya para sa turnover ng bahay niya. Stories like that. Stories like that is way far more important than having money itself. Ayan, si Jolie nag-comment na. Alam mo bakit? That is a dream come true. It's not about kung gaano kalaki ang pangarap o gaano kaliit, but it's about making it happen. At hindi lang si Jolene ang mga nagkatotoo na pangarap dito na magkabahay, Ang dami na po. Dito sa DPPI, ay nako, ang dami na pong nagkabahay. Bakit ho? Kasi, ayan nakasulat. Entrepreneurs are driven by their missions and fueled by their passions. Na ngayon, itatanong ko sa sarili mo, ano ba yung mission mo sa buhay? Kasi yung mission mo yan, eventually magiging passion mo yan. Dito sa Pinoy Homepreneur na masterclass natin, sa mastermind class natin, pangarap ko po, bawat isa sa inyo dito, ay makamit nyo po yung pangarap nyo. That one day, pag nagkita-kita tayo, pag nag-meet tayo, sasabihin mo sa akin na, Coach, may sarili na akong bahay. Coach, nakapagtapos na po yung mga anak ko. Coach, nakapag-retire na po ako. Coach, may savings na po ako. 'Di ba? Guys, bakit hindi ko nabanggit ang sasakyan? Kasi gusto ko unahin niyo po ang mga importanteng bagay. Pag nakuha mo na lahat ng mga importante, saka ka bumili ng sasakyan. Saka ka bumili ng sasakyan. Because ang sasakyan po ay hindi po siya asset, na liability po siya. Isa po siyang expenses na akala mo asset. Alam mo, nagtuturo kasi ako ng financial management eh. Ang sasakyan ho, napakaganda po na yan na ma-achieve. Pero hindi po siya asset. Liability po siya. No? Liability po siya. Kung makuha mo na ang mga bagay-bagay na dapat talaga yun ang unahin mo, then kumuha ka ng sasakyan. No? Yun ang pinaka-suggestion. At yan din po ang tinuturo ko. No? Yan ang tinuturo ko. Kasi yun ang tama. Aanhin mo naman yung may sasakyan ka nga, wala ka namang bahay. Di ba? Saan mo patutulugin yung pamilya mo? Sa loob ng kotse? Does it make sense? No? Does it make sense? So, bahay muna. No, bahay muna. As an entrepreneur, we are purpose-driven. At may tatlong I na magiging susi nito. There are 3 I's that make you a purpose-driven entrepreneur. Okay? Now, pag-usapan natin ito, ano tong I, ano tong mga I's niya. Balik muna tayo dito sa purpose. Hanggat hindi niyo po ma-establish ang purpose, everything po is so slow sa negosyo. Ulitin ko ha. If hindi po ninyo ma-establish ang purpose, lahat ng mga ginagawa mo para sa negosyo ay para bang napaka-slow. So ano ang magpapabilis nito? Yung purpose. Yung why. Yan ang magpapabilis. Kasi the moment ma-establish mo yan, okay ha? Remember this. The moment ma-establish mo yan, lahat ng mga gagawin mo, lahat ng mga action mo, lahat ng mga time at saka appointment mo ay geared towards only one thing, getting into the destination. So kung hindi mo ma-establish ang purpose, ang rason, ang why, kung bakit mo to gagawin, kung bakit ka magninegosyo, I'm sorry, pero ang pagninegosyo mo ay napakabagal. So kung gusto mong mabilis ang negosyo mo, pagkatapos nito tonight, pag-isipan mo na mabuti, ano ba ang rason kung bakit ako magninegosyo? Tanungin mo ang sarili mo. Kumbaga, mag-contemplate ka. Kasi hanggat hindi mo sinisearch yung sarili mo, lahat ng oras, makikita mo naman yan eh. Kung hindi po naka-define ang purpose, ang oras mo sa buong araw, mas marami kang na-waste na time kaysa time na ginagamit mo para sa negosyo mo. Kasi kung klaro ang purpose mo, maniwala ka at sa hindi, masipag ka. Pag klaro ang purpose mo, maniwala ka man o sa hindi, magiging masipag ka. Wala kang inaayawan ng mga transaksyones, wala kang inaayawan ng mga pagod, wala kang kapaguran, sa totoo lang. Kasi alam mo kung ano ang ninanais mo. Pero hanggat hindi mo ma-establish yan, marami kang mga oras na masasayang. Marami kang oras na masasayang. Na akala mo busy ka lang, pero wala din. Okay? Importante po yan. No? Importante po yan. A lot of us actually think that we are busy in a day. But to the people or to the person na nakadefine ang mga purposes nila, alam nila ang bawat hakbang na tatahakin nila. Alam nila yung mga steps. Ito bang steps na gagawin ko? Makakatulong ba to? Relevant ba to para sa mga goals and objectives ko sa buhay? Kasi kung hindi po to relevant, hindi ko po to gagawin. Ganon ang mangyayari. Ang mga tao po na magsasayang po ng mga oras, iyan po ang mga tao, hindi po nila na-establish ang purposes po nila. So, lahat ng mga ginagawa nila, appointment nila, schedule nila, mga lakad nila, ang iba po dyan ay mga walang katuturan. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi ko pong walang katuturan, walang patutunguhan. So, ano nangyari? Nasayang ang oras, napagod ka pa. So, ano na? The next thing you know, dumaan na ang araw. Find something. Find something. Something that will keep you moving with or without money. Something that will keep you moving with or without money. Nandyan ang sikreto. Nandyan ang sikreto. Let's continue. Pag-usapan natin una ang influence. Okay. Influence as a competency, ayan, nakalagay po dyan sa screen. Influence as a competency refers to the ability to have a positive impact on others. Sorry. Tingnan yung word, positive impact on others. To persuade, to convince, or convince them to gain their support. In short, they will do the things that you are doing. Okay. Explain natin to. Gaano ba katindi ang influence? Sa isang negosyante, gaano ba katindi na dapat magkaroon ka ng influence? Okay, ito po yun. Ang influence po, this is not forcing people to do things the way you want it. Kung yun ang basihan natin na pilitin mo ang tao na gawin ang mga bagay-bagay na gusto mong ipagawa sa kanila, hindi po yun influence. Ang tawag po doon ay authority. Okay, ang tawag po doon ay authority. Ang negosyante doesn't evolve their leadership in authority, but rather their leadership is actually evolving in the sphere of influence. Okay, now, ano ang pinaka-mahalaga sa influence? Number one, ang pinaka-mahalaga sa influence ay ikaw. Okay. Baka natin ang pinaka-mahalaga sa influence ay ikaw. You can never influence something in which your downline ay hindi nila nakikita sa iyo. Okay. Ulitin ko You can never influence anybody sa isang bagay na hindi nila nakikita sa iyo. So, ang pinaka-object sa influence ay ikaw. Don't look for any other things. Huwag ka nang lumingon sa kahit saan ano man dyan. Ang pinaka-object sa influence ay ikaw. Now, let's cite some few example. Okay, let's cite some few example. Let's take a look at time. Okay. Now, if you want your downlines to be conscious with time, you really need to model time. Okay? Ibig sabihin, it will begin with you. Okay? Diyan sa iyo mag-uumpisa Now, if you notice, tayo, dito sa organization natin, kung ma-notice nyo ba, we are very much particular with time. Now, we're very particular with time. Halata nyo, we're very particular with time. When the clock hits at 8, the stream starts. Oh, sorry. Kahit saan mga seminars natin, 'pag sinabi natin yang oras na yan, yan talaga ang oras na yan. Why? We want to set the influence. Okay? Kasi gusto natin to set the influence, eh. So, in order for us to set the influence, it has to be developed into a culture. Dapat ma-culture siya. Kung may mga bagong tao na papasok dito sa organization natin, kung itong tao na 'to ay panay late, okay, let's say for example, may na-recruit ka, parating late, okay, parating late. Ngayon, pagdating niya dito sa grupo natin, parating on time. Nakikita niya si coach on time. Nakikita niya si upline on time. Siya parating late. Na ano sa tingin mo? Itong parating late, magiging late ba 'to habang buhay? Ano sa tingin niyo? Yes. Eventually, etong tao na 'to na late will try to catch up. Bakit ho? Because nakikita niya na lahat ng tao on time. Siya, mag-a-adjust siya, mag-o-on time na rin siya. Pero kung nakita niya na late, lahat late yan. So, walang influence. Okay. Nag-recruit ka, nag-build ka ng grupo, may mga downlines ka na. Ngayon, ang mga downlines mo, gusto mo silang matraining, gusto mo silang mag-attend ng seminar. Yun ang desire mo, di ba? Yun ang desire mo na etong mga downlines ko ay mag-a-attend ng mga seminars at mag-a-attend ng training. Pero, hindi niya nakikita sa'yo. So, ano ang magiging resulta? Ano ang magiging resulta? Yes. Ang resulta, kung ano ang nakikita niya, ganun ang influence na matatanggap niya. Kung hindi niya nakikita si upline na nag-a-attend ng seminar at training, siya din ay hindi rin siya mag-a-attend. Kahit gaano mo sabihan na mag-attend ka, mag-attend ka, mag-attend ka, hindi siya mag-a-attend kasi hindi kanya nakita na nag-attend. Okay na you've catch my you've catch the idea. Ganun po ang influence. Ganun po ang influence. There has to be a point wherein your presence will be much more louder than your voice. Yeah? Sa influence po, there has to be a point that your presence, your action will be much more louder than the voices na sinasabi mo. And when that will happen, and when you reach that stage, believe me, merong influence sa buong organization. At if ever mangyari yan, eventually that would become a way of life. It would become a culture inside the organization. Okay? Ganun po yung influence. Okay? Ganun po yung influence. In short, the productivity of our team, babalik po sa atin yan, lahat. Kung may ginawa ba tayo, may resulta yan sila. Kung huminto tayo, hihinto din sila. So, ganun lang po yun. No? Walang magic po dito. Walang magic dito. It's just that that's how it is. Gaya ng commercial dati. Yung commercial ng sa mata ng bata, ang maling ginagawa ay nagiging tama. Di ba? Nakita niyo po yun? Na ang commercial na yon, isang batang maliit, nakita niya po yung tatay niya na nigarilyo, pero nakita po niya na nigarilyo ang tatay niya doon sa may no smoking sign. So, lumaki ang bata, thinking na okay lang pala manigarilyo ako sa no smoking sign. So, anong tawag po doon? Ang tawag po doon ay influence. Tawag po doon ay influence. Ibig sabihin, kinopya ng bata ang ginawa ng tatay niya na nakikita niya nung maliit pa siya. So, influence yun. yung mga anak po natin, have you observed? There are certain traits and characters na meron tayo na nakokopya ng mga anak natin. Hindi natin sinadya yan, pero nakopya nila kasi nakita nila. And there is a certain degree of influence we as parents towards our children. Bakit ho? Because nakikita nila. Magkasama sa bahay. Nakokopya yan. And that's exactly na, when we look at our children, meron talagang isa sa kanila na, ito parang ako talaga to. Bakit? Kasi nakaka-capture. Nakaka-capture nila. And that's exactly the same with our business. It will be captured. No? It will be captured. Tama po, Coach. Monkey see, monkey din po yan. That's exactly. So if you want to set kasi sabi natin ang isang negosyante ay influencer yan. Now, if you wanted to set the influence, now begin with you. Hindi po kasi pwedeng ang ibang taong gagawa nun eh. Basta remember lang, ang object po ng influence ay ikaw. Wala na pong ibang tao. Yan, tama yung sinabi ni Maminda. Walk the talk. No, walk the talk. Hindi ko sinabing madali yan, pero yan ang pinaka-ideal. And that's exactly the same in the business world. Especially sa negosyo natin na duplication business, leverage business, same. The more it is important that we get to model it. Okay. Diba, ini-encourage ko kayo na you build your organization, you build your team, you build your group. Now, ngayon, may mga downlines ka na. Now, your downlines is looking at you. I'm not saying we should be perfect because we can never be perfect. No? In all its ways, we can never be perfect. May mga flaws din po tayo. But at least we are doing things para sa buong organization. Nakikita ba? No? Yun ang pinaka-importante doon. Okay? Continue. Sabi ni John Hancock, no? The greatest ability in business is to get along with others and to influence their action. Yan, maliwanag yung pagkasabi niya, no? The greatest ability in business is to get along with others, to influence their actions. Ang goal pala ng negosyante is i-influence natin yung mga action nila. So, ikaw ang magmamaneho nito, kaibigan, ha? Ikaw ang driver nito. And since ikaw ang driver nito, you drive it well. You drive it well. Friends, ang journey po sa lakbay natin sa pagiging negosyante, mahaba pong journey ito. Sorry. Gagawin ko po sa abot ko ng makakaya ko po na may impart dito po sa mastermind class natin. Kasi ang pinaka-goal natin dito, pinaka-objective natin that one day, all of you will be able to reach into a certain level of maturity in the business. Oh, galing itong pagkasabi ni Pastor Terso. Pakita ko ha. Ito yung sinabi ni Pastor Terso. Ayan. You can't really bring a person to a place where you yourselves have not yet been there. No? Napakaganda po ng statement. No? Si Pastor Terso po ang sumulat po dyan. Hindi lang kasi makita dyan kasi pwede mo i-click, Pastor Terso, yung StreamYard na link para mag-appear po yung pangalan mo dyan. Yan. Ganda ng pagkasabi. No? That's exactly the point here. Okay? Number 2. Okay, di ba tatlong ayon? Una is influence, ngayon is income. Okay? Kasi gusto ko rin balansehin. Kasi hindi naman po pwede lahat na pag-uusapan natin emosyon lang. The reason why we need to talk about income, because we are actually talking about sustaining. Okay? We are making sure that we can sustain whatever businesses that we are in. Kaya kaya nga ito yung sinabi ko, making sure that you can carry out all the things you plan for. Di ba may plano ka? May purpose ka. So, ibig sabihin, may plano ka. Kasi, kawawa naman pag walang plano. So, ibig sabihin, may plano ka talaga. Now, within that plan, it will require resources. Tama po ba? May mga resources kang kakailanganin dyan. And if you cannot sustain it yourself, paano mo siya patatakbuhin ang negosyo na yan? Oh, di ba? So, when you do the business, there has to be a balance between earning and spending. Okay. Now, meron tayong character dito sa network marketing na ayaw ko talaga. No, ayaw ko. Ako personally to, don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. Pero personal ko to. Isang character to sa network marketing na ayaw ko talaga. Ang ayaw ko sa industry na to ay lavish na gumagastos. Kumikita ang apply na ganito kalaki pero gumagastos din na ganito kalaki. To the point na wala na siyang matira at wala na siyang isustain sa negosyo niya. Kasi panay expenses, panay gastos. Lakwatsa dito, lakwatsa doon. Hotel dito, hotel doon. Walang masama po sa treating yourself. Okay? Pag-usapan natin yan doon sa money management. Pero hindi ka pa kasing yaman ng ibang tao. Ang problema kasi dito, we are trying to live in a statement na sinasabi ng industry na to na live your dreams. Yes, how will we live our dreams if tomorrow there will be nothing left for us? Tama po ba? How can we live? Ito po simple na statement. How can we live our dreams when there is nothing left for us for tomorrow? Again, balikan ko po yung sinabi ni Mr. Chinkitan. It's not how much you earn, but it's how much you save. That will make you financially wealthy. Pardon me. Pero marami akong kakilala sa industriya ng network marketing. Malaking mga kinikita, nagkasakyan. Pero in the long run, walang naipundar. In the long run, walang naipundar. Sad, but that is true. Sad, but that is true. Sorry. And that's one thing that I would like to correct. Gusto kong i-correct sa mga bagong generation na mga network marketers. That when you are going to make money, it is okay to save. Hindi po bawal maging kuripot. Huwag lang maging greedy. Kasi iba po yung kuripot at saka greedy eh. Again ha, okay po maging kuripot. Huwag lang greedy. Kasi yung greedy, ano na yun eh, gahaman. Yun ang greedy. Ang kuripot, matipid ka lang. Masinop ba sa pera? Always remember, kung kumita ka man ng malaki ngayon, hindi po habang buhay na ganyan yan parati. Always remember that you need to sustain the business na inumpisahan mo. Paano mo ito i-sustain kung every time natatanggap ka ng commission, waldas agad? So kung tatanggap ka ng commission, i-manage mo yung pera mo. Mag-set aside para sa savings, mag-set aside para marketing, mag-set aside para promotion. May topic ako diyan sa money management, and hopefully pagkatapos natin ng entrepreneurship, 'yun ay tatahakin natin. Kasi importante po 'yun. Yan, tama yung sinabi, oh. Pakita ko kang Ma'am, Ralphian, no? Ito yung sinabi niya, Ralphian. Thrifty is different from greedy. Yan, totoo yan, iba po yan. Thrifty po, masinop sa pera. Greedy, gahaman sa pera. In short. Okay? Yan po yung sinabi ni Ma'am Raflin, Vallarta. So you need to sustain, ha? Ang negosyo na inumpisahan mo na ngayon, kailangan mong i-sustain yan. So, dapat, kung makatanggap ka ng mga key income ngayon, magtabi talaga for the rainy days. Magtabi for the rainy days. Pangatlo, ito na po yung impact. Okay. Pag-usapan natin yung impact. Ano ba itong impact na to? Alam mo, sa buhay natin, may mga tao na nagkaroon ng impact sa buhay natin. Meron ba kayong ganon? Mga tao na nagkaroong impact sa buhay mo. Sino yung tao na nagkaroon ng impact sa buhay mo? Kumbaga, nung mating ang tao na to sa buhay mo, na may impact siya sa'yo, na nabago ang direksyon ng buhay mo. O, hindi yung love life, ha? Yung sa negosyo ba? Sa negosyo. See, if there's one clear and so evident na result, okay, na brought about by the influence that you have, no? Brought about by the influence that you have. Alam mo ano yan? Ito, transform lives. Developing people to become better versions of themselves. That's impact. Ang goal po ng isang negosyante ay i-develop ang bawat isa to become better versions of themselves. Now, you can only conclude na nagkaroon ng impact ang mga programa na mga ginagawa mo if you have seen their lives transform. Ang transformation pala sa buhay, yan ang indication na nagkaroon ng impact ang ginagawa mo. So, ngayon, may mga downline ka. Okay? May mga downline ka. Put it as a goal na yung presensya mo, yung leadership mo, yung role mo will eventually influence them and impact their lives, and you will begin to see transformation sa sa buhay nila. Magkakaroon kayo, makikita ninyo yung mga transformation sa buhay nila. Kasi walang ibang indicators na masasabi natin na nagkaroon ng impact ang presensya mo. Naalala ko tuloy nung the day na I got saved, no? Naalala ko yung the day na I got saved. I was actually in my mess, no? I was really in a mess. And I was at the downest moment of my life. I found myself at the bottom of the pit, feeling nowhere to go. And that's where the Lord took me out. I was messed up in the drugs and a lot of things. And out of those messed life, God took me. And life after that already transformed. It wasn't a perfect life yet, but I've seen, even I myself have seen, that there are transformations in me. And there I began to see that the presence of the Lord Jesus Christ in my life greatly influences me and ultimately impacts me because it changes the way I do things. That's exactly the same here. Yung mga downlines natin, dumating po sila dyan sa buhay natin for a reason. Don't just look at them as numbers na naging downline sila. Sorry. But look at them as people na pinadala ni Lord dyan sa'yo in order for you to be able to impact. Pinadala sila para i-impact mo ang life nila. Hindi sila pinadala dyan for no reason na para lang galitin ka, para may i-train ka, hindi. Naging downline mo siya because yan ang binigay ni Lord sa iyo na maging source, na ikaw ang maging source ng pag-impact sa buhay niya. Yan, sabi ni Mami, ang coach ko na isang high school graduate at batang-bata sa akin, of which I humbled myself and allow him to train me. Ayan, pakita ko yung sinabi ni Maminda. Ito yung sinabi ni Maminda. Ang coach niya na isang high school graduate, batang-bata kaysa kanya, he humbled herself. He humbled herself and allowed that high school graduate, to train her. So in short, nagkaroon ng impact. Yung high school graduate na yun, nagkaroon ng impact sa buhay ni Maminda. That ang impact na yan, nag-transform kay Maminda. In fact, nakita ko po to si Maminda na award po to na, ano yung award mo, ma'am, doon sa, ano nga yung pangalan ng networking company mo, ma'am, if you may share? Sorry. Ano nga yung pangalan, ma'am? Means? Ano nga yung award mo, ma'am, na latest na, para ma-share po natin dito, ma'am? May award to si Maminda kasi na-share niya about, nag-impact sa kanya yung high school graduate na, ayan, sa Unified. Ano nga yung award mo, ma'am? Si Maminda ay nasa Unified, Ano nga yung award mo, ma'am, na-recognize po kayo? Ayan, ito, pakita ko ha. Ayan, ito po yung award ni Maminda. Top 12 siya sa Visayas. Si Maminda po, if you don't mind, ma'am, sorry ma'am ha, itatanong ko to. How old are you, ma'am? How old are you po? Ayan, ito sinabi ni Maminda, top 12, top 12 MLM sa Visayas. If you don't mind, how old are you, ma'am? How old are you na po, ma'am? Para at least si Maminda ay, ayan, ipapakita ko ha. Si Maminda po ay 62 years old na. Nakita nyo, ang nagbigay ng impact sa buhay niya ay isang high school graduate na batang-bata pa kaysa kanya. Pero here comes she is, at the prime of her age, humbled herself, and look at, ano ang naging resulta? Top 12. Yan po ang naging resulta, top 12. By the way, itong itong community natin, mga tayo dito halo-halo tayo Halo-halo tayo dito. Mayroong iba-ibang mga negosyo nandito. Ang intention dito is para mag-create tayo ng community of learning. So ayan makikita nyo po an exact description on how things should be. Kaya nga sabi ko pa I may not have the longest time left for me to influence the entire industry. Pero kung umpisahan natin ngayon, unti-unting mababago ang mga perspective natin sa industry. Na Kung po pwede, hindi lang natin idadaan sa mga power kasi hindi sustainable talaga yun. No? We're just playing the emotion of our audience. But rather, we have to teach them, we have to mentor them, we have to coach them kung ano po yung dapat talaga. No? Hindi lang po kapawer-pawiran yan. So, gone are the days that we're going to do things like that. Okay? So, ayan. So, yun po yung part po yun ng identifying our greatest why. Kaya, part po yun sa pag-identify natin doon sa greatest why natin. Kung ano ba talaga yung why na yun. Okay? Number 2, no? Number 2 na pag-uusapan natin na characteristic sa isang entrepreneur ay never give up, no? Never gives up. Ayan, sorry, hindi yung 1 at 2. Never gives up. Alam mo, hindi ko masyadong palalimin yan kasi ang dami po nating pinag-usapan po dyan with regards to not giving up, no? With regards to not giving up. Ito lang po yung masasabi ko. No one else can do it better than you do. Yes, we have coaches. Yes, we have mentors. We have teachers that can help us in our journey towards becoming an entrepreneur. But no one does it better than us. In short, you are only left you sa sarili mo. Now, right from the very beginning, I was really so clear na ang pagninegosyo ay hindi po yun bed of roses. May mga rough roads din po yun. At napakarami pong mga rough roads na dadaanan po natin. Maraming mga tao po na bumibitiw na on the rough roads pa lang. Okay. Bakit sila bumitiw? Bakit kaya bumitiw sila? Balikan po natin yung number 1. Because hindi po nila na-establish right from the very beginning yung sinasabi natin na why. Okay? Kasi yun po yung kailangan mong i-establish eh. The very purpose, the core of your being, why are you going to do this business? And because you haven't established the purpose, yung pinaka-core po, so ano yung mangyayari? Konting unos lang, give up agad. Tama po ba? Konting unos lang, give up agad. Kasi hindi naka-define yung purpose. The journey towards success will always be a mixture of rough roads, smooth roads, uphill, and downhill. Minsan, may mga zigzag pa yan. But until you establish your greater purpose, your why ba? Oh, sorry. You will stop. Ano nga yung why na entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs are driven by their mission, fueled by their passions. Di ba? Entrepreneurs are driven by their mission, which is the purpose, and fueled by their passion. Remember that always, huh? Remember that always. It's not about the team, it's not about the company, it's not even about the products, but it's about you actually. It's all about you. Not unless we're settled, malabo po. Okay, malabo pong na may mararating po tayo diyan. Okay? Sabi ni Denzel Washington, ito yung sabi ni Denzel Washington, oh. Ganda ng statement ni Denzel, ah. Share ko sa inyo. Sabi ni Denzel Washington, sabi niya, you pray for rain. You gotta deal with the mud too. That's a part of it. Ganda ng statement niya. Sabi niya, minsan magdadasal ka ng ulan. Padadalhan ka ng ulan. Yes, kung padalhan ka ng ulan, may mga putik din po yung mga resulta na yan. So you've got to deal with the putik because that's part of the rain. That's exactly my point. The journey towards success, part po yung rough roads, smooth roads, uphill, downhill, sometimes may mga zigzag pa. Yan, na may sinabi si Miss Maricel, share ko sa inyo. Sinabi ni Miss Maricel dito, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Ay, ganda ng pagkasabi, no? Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Tama. Ang journey po sa pagiging negosyante, it's never gonna be easy. But the rewards, I believe, is great. And I believe the rewards are great. May video po akong hinanda dito, and I'm gonna share it to you. This is actually a commencement talk ni Denzel Washington. And it's a very nice talk, no? It's a very nice talk. Let me share this to you.
Fail big. You only live once, so do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals, life goals, yearly goals, and understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you've already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I know people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood the concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything except my faith. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? Put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. Every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looking me in the eye. And I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen, give me a pencil. I have a prophecy. March 27, 1975, she said, boy, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now, mind you, I flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was going to do, and she's telling me I'm going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world, and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing, the success that I had. The most important thing is that what she taught me and what she told me that day has stayed with me since. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done. Remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. The Egyptians tried it. They got robbed. That's all they got. You can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have. It's what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. In the course of the film, the character I played begins to take small steps, small risks, he very, very, very slowly begins to overcome his fears. And I feel ultimately his heart becomes flooded with love. And I can't think of a better message as we send you off today. To not only take risks, but to be open to life, to accept new views, and to be open to new opinions. Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Fall forward. This is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that you want to help to go and to make money, that desire, itch, that's God's proof to you. Sit beforehand already, indicate that it's yours. And anything you want, you can have. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, and maybe even tonight after a few many glasses of champagne, remember this. Fall forward.
Wow. So powerful. No? So powerful. You can search it on YouTube. The title of that is Fall Forward by Denzel Washington. Fall Forward. Very powerful. As I listen to it over and over again, my greatest desires, my passions in life was rekindled. I could almost cry as I listened to the video. And he's right, no? I like the last statement. Aspire to make a difference. Aspire to make a difference. There was even a story na pagdating sa panahon na nasa deathbed ka na at you will be haunted by the ghost of the things that you haven't done. I hope na get things what we should do. No? Sinabi pa doon, no? It's not how much you have, but it's what you do, no, with what you have. Very powerful, no? Very powerful na statement. Very powerful na message. Have you watched Black Panther? Sino bang nanood ng Black Panther? Sino bang nanood ng Black Panther? Nakapanood ba kayo ng Black Panther? In sa Marvel? So, medyo lulunod na video eh. Dream with goals and fuel it with disappointments. Maganda to. Share natin to sinabi ni Sir Julius. Oh. Dream with goals and fuel it with disappointments. Applied it with discipline and consistency. Success requires hard work. If you don't fail, you don't even try. Put God first in everything you do. Don't confuse movement with progress. Put God first put God first in everything you do, and don't confuse movement with progress. Napakaganda ng engineer ni Julius. Okay? Yan, sabi ni Julius, ano niya, si Black Panther. Okay. Yung bida po doon, si Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman. On the final days ni Chadwick, kasi Chadwick died of cancer at the age of 44, I think. Sinabi niya sa on his mga appearances na if not for Denzel Washington, wala din po daw Black Panther. Yun po yung sabi niya. If there was no Denzel Washington, there was no Black Panther. It was Denzel Washington who sent him to school. And that's exactly. Put God first. That's the reason why in our organization, it's really part of our program, no? Na we really have to honor God. No, we really have to honor God. And by the way, in line with that, samantalahin ko na to. Ngayong July 1, no? Ngayong July 1 po. Yan. Dali ha. Ngayong July 1, first and third Thursday kasi to ang The Circle. Ngayong July 1, Pastor Tirso would be joining with us for The Circle. No, so, ayan, nandito naman si Pastor Tirso. So, Tirso, July 1, no, we will be hearing your voice, Pastor, no? So, every first and third Thursday of the month, meron po tayong The Circle. No? Ito po yung mga program po natin in putting God first. Okay? So, yun lang po, no? Then, konting announcement lang kasi actually I'm done already. No? Then, this coming Saturday, if there's anybody here na who's interested to know more about the real estate business, in which that's the business that I am into, about real estate, well, I will be having a seminar on Saturday at 9:45 in the morning. No, this is actually via Zoom. Now, let me know if you are interested so that I can send you the link, no? And also tomorrow I will be having a JSTOR Business Opportunity Seminar, and this actually happens every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Diyan pa rin, no? FB Live via Pinoy Homepreneur FB Group Live, no? So Saturday and Wednesday. So bukas po ito, then sa Saturday. Okay? Then what else I have here? Yan, raffle. Okay, raffle. Sandali ha. Mag-raffle muna tayo. Okay. Di ba? Nag-ano tayo ng mga names kahapon. So, mag-raffle tayo. Sandali. Hold on ha. Raffle tayo, raffle. Okay, raffle. Hinanda ako na to eh. Ayan, ito. Ayan. Iwan ko ba kung nakikita ba ninyo? Ayan. Oh. Ayan, nakikita na. Yung mga kahapon na nagbigay po ng mga names right after the seminar, ayun po yung makakasali sa raffle po ngayon. Okay? Yan po makakasali po sa raffle po natin tonight. Okay? So, actually, konti lang po to, no? This is just only a short sa atin. Katuwaan lang. Mga preview lang po to sa mga susunod pa po na mga raffle natin. Ha? Mga preview pa po to sa susunod na raffle. Okay? Now, ngayon, magra-raffle po tayo ng 10 winners ng cellphone load na tag 50 pesos lang muna, no? Tag 50 pesos na cellphone load. 10 winners. Okay? 10 winners po ang ibobola po natin. Okay? 10 winners. So, yan pa lang muna makakayanan natin. Pero may ipapakita ako na raffle natin sa may ano tayo, raffle na t-shirt eh. Pero ano pa, Pakita ko sa inyo para ano. Okay, 10 winners muna ha, 10 winners ng cellphone load. Okay, sadali. Palakihin nga natin 'to. Wag muna kayong umalis diyan, okay? Okay. So, una, spin natin ha, spin natin. Spin. Ayan. Oh, yan ang unang winner natin, no? Si Kai, no? De la Peñan, no? Si Kai. Okay, Kai, if you don't mind, if you can send your number, no? No, you please if nandito ba si Kai? Nandito ba si Kai ngayon? Kasi kung wala po, mag-draw tayo ulit. Okay? Nandito ba si Kai? So magbilang tayo ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oy, naku, wala si Kai, no? Wala si Kai. So mag-draw ulit tayo. Wala si Kai ngayon. So mag-draw ulit tayo, no? Mag-draw ulit tayo. Okay? So ano ba 'to? Hide choice na 'to. Okay. Okay. So wala na po si Kai. Okay. So next. Si Lynn Dologin. Lynn Dologin. Si Lynn ba ay nandito ngayon? Nandyan pa ba si Lynn? Paki-acknowledge, Lynn, if nandyan po kayo. No? Paki-acknowledge, Lynn, no? Kung nandito po kayo, Lynn. Si Lynn Dologin ang nanalo ngayon, no? Nandito po ba si Lynn? So magbilang tayo, ha? Kung nandito pa ba. 1, 2, 3. Ayan, nandito si Lynn. Correct, Lynn. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. So, send mo sa akin yung number mo, Lynn. Okay, nandyan si Lynn, ha? Nandyan si Lynn. Okay na to. Meron tayong isa. Next! Ito na po yung magiging next winner po natin. Ang next winner po natin. Ayan, umiikot na po ang ruleta ng kapalaran. Ayan, si Philrick. Si Philrick ay nandito pa po ba? Si Philrick Lapano, nandito pa po ba? Taga Cagayan de Oro to. Si Philrick, nandito po po ba? Philrick, are you here? So magbilang tayo ulit. Yes. Yes, sir. Oh, nandito si Philrick. Okay. Good, good. Nandito si Philrick. Bilis na nag-reply eh. Okay, next. Pangatlo. Yan. Ikot, 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 ruleta. Ikot, ikot, ikot. Ikot, ikot, ikot ang ruleta. Si Anna Manili, no? From South Korea to eh. Si Anna Manili. Nandito ba si Ann Manili? Nandito ba si Ann? Hello, Ann. Nandito ka ba, Ann? Okay, magbilang tayo ulit, no? Magbilang tayo ulit kung nandito na ba si Ann. Magpaki-acknowledge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ay, yan. Present, 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 present. Yan. Okay, next. Next. Pang-apat. Pang-apat. Ayan, si Marivic Delgado from Palawan. Nanalo. Nandito pa ba si Marivic? Marivic, nandito pa ba? 1. Ayan, nandito. Correct. Yan. Next. Bilis naka-reply ni Marivic, ah. Number 5. Panglima. Ayan. Si Vilma Conejos. Nandito ba si Vilma? Nandito pa ba si Vilma? Si Vilma, nandito pa ba? Magbilang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ay, nako, wala si Vilma. So, ikot tayo ulit, ha? Wala si Vilma. Next, ikot. Ikot. Si Julius, ayan. Si Julius, nandito pa ba? Oh, magbilang tayo, guys. Kung nandito pa ba si Julius. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan. Nandyan si Julius. Okay. Great. Next, pang-6. Ayan. Si Sheila Iscasinas. Nandito ba si Sheila? Okay. Nandito ba si Sheila? O sige, magbilang tayo ulit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ay, naku, sayang, wala si Sheila. Ay, nakahabol. O sige. Ayan, sige. Nakahabol si Sheila. Muntik na siya. Muntik na. Okay, next. Nakahabol si Sheila. Next. Next. Ayan, may winner na naman. Si Mama Risa from Cavite, no? From Cavite si Mama Risa. Mama Risa Rubio. Nandito ba si Mama Risa ngayon? No, nandito ba si Mama Risa? Paki-acknowledge Mama Risa. Ayan, present na present. Ang bilis na nag-acknowledge ni Mama Risa, oh. Okay. Next. Yan, sige. Ikot ng ikot. Paikot-ikot lang po tayo. Ikot ng ikot. Ay, si Teacher Ophil. Nandito ba? Nandito pa ba si Teacher Ophil? Oh, magbilang tayo ulit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ayan, nakahabol. Nakahabol na mag-acknowledge si Teacher Ophil. Okay. Pang-9. Okay, ikot tayo. Ikot. Okay, ikot. Si Ma'am Elvira Cesar. Ma'am Elvira Cesar. Nandito ba si Ma'am Elvira? Nandito ba si Ma'am Elvira? Oh, magbilang tayo ulit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ay, nako, sayang. Wala si Ma'am Elvira. Sige, bola tayo ulit. Okay, bola tayo ulit. Okay. Ikot. Ay, nandito. Cesar. Nandito pala si Elvira. Okay. Nandito si Elvira. Elvira, Cesar. Okay, ito po yung pagsampo. Nakahabol po si Ma'am Elvira na ma-acknowledge. So ito po pagsampo, si Allen Ortiga. Yes, okay na po, Ma'am Elvira. No, na-acknowledge na po yan. Ikaw po yung pang-siyam, Ma'am. Okay? Acknowledge na po si Ma'am Elvira. So, si Ma'am Elvira, okay po, pasok po si Ma'am Elvira. Ngayon, si Allen Ortega, nandito ba si Allen? Nandito ba si Allen? Oh, magbilang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ay, nandito si Allen. Okay. 10 yan lahat. 10. Okay. So, yan. Okay. So, katuwaan naman po yun para sa ano natin, para sa raffle natin. So, for tonight, no? For tonight naman, raffle natin bukas. Sandali ko muna tong screen. Raffle tayo bukas. Okay? Okay. So, ganito naman po ang gagawin natin. Ang nandito po ngayon ay makakasali po sa raffle bukas. So, ang gagawin po natin, ganun pa rin. Please type your complete name in capital letters. Okay? Please type your complete name in capital letters. Diyan po sa comment section sa baba para makasali po kayo sa raffle bukas. Okay? May raffle tayo bukas. Pero kailangan nyo pong sulat ng pangalan po ninyo dyan in capital letters para makasali po kayo sa raffle bukas. Okay. Type nyo lang po yung pangalan nyo kasi bukas nito isi-set up namin sa Pickerwell naman. Okay. Yan. Sulat nyo po. Type your complete name in capital letters. Okay. Para po makasali kayo sa raffle po bukas. Okay. Para po makasali sa raffle bukas. Ayan, okay. Sige. Yung iba po, para makasali po kayo sa raffle. Okay. Ayan. Ayan, para makasali po kayo sa raffle bukas. Ayan, sige. Tuloy lang po, tuloy lang. Okay. Now, by the way, may hinanda rin po ako, baka kung matapos po to ng maaga, baka by next 2 weeks siguro, matapos na po to. Magpa-raffle po tayo ng shirt po na ganito. Okay? Ito po, magpa-raffle po tayo ng Pinoy Homepreneur Mastermind natin na shirt. Yan. Ito po ay pinagawa na po natin. Next week ho, pag siguro hindi matapos ng 1 week baka 2 weeks siguro. The moment matapos na po ito, mag-raffle po tayo ng shirt natin sa Pinoy Homepreneur Mastermind, no, para alam po natin kung sino po yung mga membro po ng community natin, no, sa Pinoy Homepreneur community. Okay? Kasi lumalaki na po yung community natin. By the way, kung may mga kaibigan po kayo na kahit sa ibang negosyo, hindi lang naman to, wala naman tayong negosyo pinag-uusapan pa dito. Kahit sa ibang negosyo po, pag gusto po silang sumali dito sa community natin, para maturuan po natin sila with regards to business, makasali po sila dito. Okay? Yan. So ito po, pinagawa ko na po to, siguro mga 2 weeks siguro bago to sa matapos. Okay? Pag natapos na po to, ay magkakaroon na po tayo ng raffle din po para dyan. No? Maliban po doon sa post ko ng cellphone, no? May darating din po tayo na raffle na cellphone, no, para dito po sa community natin, no. So magpapalabas lang po ako ng mechanics na paano makasali po doon sa raffle, no, kasi may mechanics akong ginawa doon para masali sa raffle doon para sa cellphone. So may mechanic po doon. So pag naayos na 'yon, papalabas natin, yon. Bukan natin mag-cellphone. Si Ma'am Ormina, pwede po mag-purchase pag di na raffle. Sige, pwede naman Ma'am Ormina. Wala pa lang akong cost dyan no? Hindi naman for profit yan. So kung magkano yung cost po niyan, Ma'am, I'll inform you. Kung magkano po yung cost. Okay? Yan. Doon sa mga winners, by the way, ipopost ko pang winners yan po sa community natin, sa Pinoy Homepreneur na community, ipopost ko po yan. Then, doon sa mga winners, ipost ko po yung winners, tapos doon na po kayo mag-comment ng mga numbers para mas makita ko agad ha. So, okay na po yung mga nag-send ng mga names in capital letters kay para po yun sa raffle natin bukas. So, medyo 9 plus na kasi. Maglo-load po tayo, guys. Ay paalam ko lang po. Maglo-load po kami sa winners bukas na po, ha? Bukas na po kami maglo-load sa mga winners. Okay lang po ba? No? Bukas na lang po kasi baka tulog na po yung kintrata ko sa load. I'm sorry, no? Pasensya na kayo. Ubo ako ng ubo. I'm really not feeling well over the past few days, but medyo I'm starting to be okay na. Okay? So, thank you very much. Bukas, wag po kayo mawala sa raffle. No? Wag kayong mawala sa raffle kasi baka ma-forfeit Tapos, sayang din po. Pag-isipan ko, baka may idadagdag tayo doon sa load bukas. Okay? May idadagdag tayo sa load. So, thank you po and God bless you all. Bye-bye!